Australia's vital bank increases prices for third month, nevertheless more to come. Sydney, Australia's significant bank, on Tuesday raised hobby fees for a third directly month and flagged extra beforehand as it struggles to incorporate surging inflation even at the chance of triggering an monetary downturn. Wrapping up its July policy meeting, the Reserve Bank of Australia (RBA) lifted its cash fee by means of 50 basis factors to at least 1.35%, marking 125 foundation points of hikes, seeing that May and the quickest series of actions for the reason that 1994. The board expects to take similarly steps within the manner of normalizing economic situations in Australia over the months in advance, stated RBA Governor Philip Lowe in a declaration. The hike changed into widely anticipated in markets, and the nearby dollar eased slightly in response to $0.6863, whilst futures narrowed the percentages on any other half-point hike in August. Lowe become confident the economic system may want to resist the jolt with unemployment at 5-decade lows of 3.9% and task vacancies at all-time highs. Household demand has additionally held up well, thanks in element to 260 billion Australian dollars, $178.59 billion in greater financial savings gathered at some point of the pandemic lockdowns. Still, better borrowing expenses are sure to be a drag on spending energy given households owe 2 trillion Australian dollars in loan debt and domestic values have commenced slipping after a bumper 2021. The hikes brought thus far will upload round $400 a month in payments to the common 620,000 Australian dollars loan, and that is on pinnacle of better expenses for power, petrol, health and food. Rates had been anticipated to upward thrust, and they are expected to become the reaction of Treasurer Jim Chalmers, whose Labour Party received energy less than 2 months in the past. Floods throughout the East Coast in latest days will upload to the pain by pushing up costs for vegetables and fruit. Official data on consumer rate inflation for the second sector is due later this month and is anticipated to expose some other alarming rise to 6% or extra, ranges now not visible considering a countrywide income tax become added returned in 2000. Core inflation is likewise likely to boost up past 4.0% and similarly far from the RBA's goal band of 23%. This is a prime motive. Markets are priced for some other half-point hike in August and rates attaining at the least 3.0% via the end of the year. Lowe himself lately conceded that there has been a narrow route between tightening sufficient to govern inflation or an excessive amount of and tipping the financial system into recession. It seems prepared to danger a few monetary harm to achieve its inflation objective, warned Nomura economist Andrew Ticehurst. Our view is this ache might be realized, and we now see a recession in Australia starting early next 12 months. With inflation really sticky, we anticipate charge cuts to be somewhat behind schedule, but have penciled in 325 BP cuts in the direction of the end of subsequent 12 months. $1 equals 1.4558 Australian bucks.